Well, hi there, and welcome back to Movies Maté, where I talk about movies while growing increasingly caffeinated with every sip of my favorite yerba tea. Sorry, you know I had to. Today we're talking about Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. It was written and directed by Hollywood's favorite expectation subverter, Rian Johnson, and starred Daniel Craig, Josh O'Connor, Josh Brolin, Glenn Close, and a whole cast of unusual but not that unusual celebrity suspects. You know I was gonna try to memorize them all for you, but I don't have enough caffeine for that. Wake Up Dead Man spins the sordid tale of Father Judd, a young priest accused of murdering his new boss, Monsignor Jefferson Wicks. Now, Wicks is your typical problematic religious leader, firebrand, cult-like following, hostile to outsiders, all the things you love to see in your friendly neighborhood parish. But although everyone in Wicks' inner circle blames Father Judd for his death, each of them harbors a secret resentment for their beloved leader, which makes any of them as likely a suspect as the man they've accused. Enter Benoit Blanc. As per the Knives Out spin-off standard, the cinematography was, objectively, excellent. It was very diverse with a variety of zooms, dollies, and close-ups. There was a lot of playing around with light and color. Some shots were warm and bright, others were cold and dark, oftentimes in the same scene, ebbing and flowing with the conversation. Now, I think it was intended to be symbolic, but after a certain point it just became distracting. I couldn't focus because I couldn't see anything, and then when I could see, I'd be trying to figure out why I could see all of a sudden, and then I'd miss important information. Without a doubt, there was some serious skill at play here, but for me, it took away from the story. 7 out of 10. Rian Johnson once said in an interview that he loves working with actors, and that is very plain to see in this movie. Every movement they made on screen was deliberate. Nothing was left to chance. Even the moments where they seem uncontrolled are very precise. And you have to watch, because everything has the potential to be a setup for a later payoff. And sure, that's good directing, but it's also a testament to the skill of every actor on that set. 9 out of 10. The soundtrack has become what makes every film of the franchise feel like a Knives Out movie. It has stayed consistent throughout each one and perfectly captures that mysterious yet whimsical kind of vibe. 8 out of 10. Each of these elements works well in tandem to build the tension leading up to Wick's dramatic demise. Even the order in which the story is told really makes his death that last pressure point before everything finally shifts. And that is where the whole thing fell apart. One of the things that made the first Knives Out movie so special was its delicate use of subtlety. It literally told us who the killer was before the murder even happened, and we didn't even know. This one was so desperate to keep the audience from guessing who the killer was that it practically tripped over itself with every unnecessary twist and turn. The plot became confusing and at a certain point just plain disinteresting, which is why I'm giving it a 4 out of 10. Just goes to show that even if the individual elements of your movie are amazing, visuals, sound, acting, it doesn't make a difference if your story's a mess. Overall, Wake Up Dead Man is a 5 out of 10.